Hello, welcome to Pro Mixing and Mastering. Today I'm going to show you how to mix South African gospel vocal type in Cubase 5, and hopefully I'm going to be fast. This is a gospel song that I'm working on. It belongs to one of my artists. I'm going to try to show you guys my steps, and I'm just going to let you listen to it raw. This is the way it has been recorded. The instruments are not mixed. Everything is just the way they were just played. So here we go. Alright, as you can listen to the way the vocals are, they are really dry and they are really too quiet, very quiet. So what I'm gonna do right now is show you guys what I use to make this instrumental, and what my tricks are when it comes to recording chorus vocals. So here we go. The first thing that I used was a empty power drum kit, and you guys are sending it to you, and this is how it sounds like. This is a kick, and then we have a cab right here. That one right there. Then we have a snare. I used Agent Groove from Cubase. Then here we have LM7 from Sandberg Cubase. And then I have my favorite shaker, African shaker, one of my samples, which I'm gonna send to my 2,000 subscribers very soon. And then we have Nexus. Then I used this sample, Epic Pads, beautiful, so warm, so beautiful. Then we have Keyzone, which I'm gonna send to all my 2,000 subscribers very soon. Beautiful Keyzone key. Then played in a live bass, and this is how it sounds like. Then I have strums right here. I have strums just to give it that acoustic feel, acoustic guitar. Then I have my vocals. Then I have Purity from Purity, and this is how it sounds like. Played in marimba. That is marimba, just to give it that African feel. Then I have brass section from for an intro, and this is how it sounds like right here. Let me just put it here, right here. So I have my organ right there. I used Purity, and this is how it sounds like. I like that, just to give it that African feel, like African gospel music. Then we have the vocals. I have all the vocals of my artist right here. So many vocals. So what is my trick when it comes to recording African gospel, South African gospel music, and putting up vocals? You make sure that you record them in 4/4/4/4. So I've got the soprano, male soprano is single, then female soprano single. Then I have male alto, which is male alto, which is 4, then female alto I recorded 4, male tenor I recorded 4, then female tenor I recorded 4, then the high contra just 1, the high voice a sharp 1 for the females. Why? Because very soon I'm gonna show you how I'll start panning them one will go to the right, one will go to the left, right, left, right, left, right, center, 45, 50. So let's go. I've already created my groups. This is group 1, and this is gonna be for the chorus. As you can see, in group 1 I have no effects apart from our compressor, and then group 2 I have no effects apart from our compressor. And let us start loading them up. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is just try to bear with me, guys, if I do not finish up in the next 7 minutes, just to show you how things go. Then I'm gonna do a part 2, part 3 till the whole song is done. Then I'm gonna let you guys listen to it. So here we go. The first thing before I start mixing, what I start doing is I work on the instrumental just to see which parts are high and which instrumentals I can reduce or compress a little bit or EQ. So here we go. I'm gonna turn off all the vocals so I can remember the instrumental. So right now what I'm gonna do is just try to compress the bass, insert a compressor, and I'm gonna get a Cubase compressor. Then I'm gonna go to straight bass preset. Then I'm gonna try to listen to it from here. Now what I like to do is I just try to reduce it from here, just take it back a little bit. Most times, I don't know if I'm the only ones, I usually use this RW as to where my kick should end and where my vocals are. I don't know, it's crazy, but I always use this area. Immediately I see my bass reaching somewhere here where there is this W, I just leave it there. So I'm gonna leave my bass there. Let me reduce the keys on just a little bit so that the marimba can be heard right here. Alright, so right now I'm gonna leave it there and try to go to the vocals due to time, and then let me try to listen to this. Add a little bit of reverb to the organ, so I'm gonna add reverb A from Cubase C. Yes, I'm gonna leave it on 40%. Then I'm going to come to this brass. The brass too has to have a little bit of reverb, so I'm gonna add reverb 32 from reverb A, I mean from waves. Oops, I said 32 reverb A. Then I'm gonna leave it on 44%. Then now I'm going to unmute all the vocals and then see how I can balance them up. So here we go, starting from the first. This I'm going to send it to group 1 since it's the leading, so I'm going to send it to group 1. And the backings, I'm gonna send them to group 2. Let me also do the same to all the backings. Male tenor, male tenor, male tenor, male soprano. I mean, male soprano has to be in the main is the main voice, so it's gonna be in group 1. Female soprano is gonna be in group 1. Then these are going to be in group 2, group 2, group 2, group 2. So actually sent everything in group 2. Yeah, group 2 contra group 1. No, it has to be in group 2 also, since it's part of the chorus. Then this is gonna be hard lip is gonna be, this one is a hard lip where it does the shouting, so it's gonna be in group yeah, it's gonna be in group 2 also. So right now I'm going to set my male auto is going to be right 100%, then left 100%. Then this other male tenor is going to be on 45. This one is going to be left on 45. Then this other female alto is going to be hard right 100%, hard left 100%. Then the other alto is just going to be on 50 or 51, somewhere there. So this two is gonna be on 51. Yeah, and then this other tenor is just gonna be on 45%. The reason is because we want the sound to be really wide in speakers, and each vocal to just take up its own space. This other tenor is gonna be 100% right, 100% left. This one is gonna be 100% right, 100% left. I want, whenever you guys are listening to it, you will be able to listen to it from all the different angles of speakers. So this is why I do this. Then this one is gonna be on 60. This other one is gonna be on 60 as well. 60. Then this one is just gonna be on the middle. Never you take the leading vocal on the left or right. It always has to be on the middle. So let me play them now. And then this one too, the leading vocal is just gonna be on the middle. No need to take it to the right or left. So here we go. Then the voice is just too dry. I'll add a reverb to it just to give it that that sweetness. So insert sends, I mean. Group one, where are you? Sends. I'm gonna put it on a plate. Let me use a plate reverb. Reduce them a little bit. Then now I just need to lift it up a little bit. So I'm gonna use our Vox just to lift it up a little bit. Dynamics, then our Vox right here. Listen to how it sounds like once I start compressing, lifting it up, I mean. So why do I keep coming there? Vox here. Our Vox. And here we go. Then group one also inserts. I need to raise it up a little bit. With my compressor, my threshold up is on 17, then my ratio is gonna be on 3, somewhere there, yeah. Then I'm gonna try to watch what the compressor will be doing. Do you see it? The other parts which are very loud, I don't want them to really pop out, so I want the compressor to do the work for me there. So I'm gonna really put it on a fast attack so that it can attack those places which are really, really, really loud. Now what I'm gonna do is try to drop the compressor in section 2. Then what I'm gonna do is grab up an EQ from Fab Filter so that I can EQ the vocal. So I'm going to set it on low cut, then I'm gonna take it to 96 dB octave OCT. Then I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna use a sweeping method. This one has to drop to 30. Sweeping method, try to search for unwanted frequencies. I don't like that part, so I'm just gonna cut it to around 3. I always cut around 3, somewhere there. Sounds much better, isn't it? So what I'm gonna do next is search for another unwanted frequency. I don't like this frequency, which is around 1K, so I'm just gonna also cut it to about 2, somewhere there. Then I'm gonna search for another unwanted frequency. This one is just too high. Cut it to around 131. Then my low, I'm just gonna do a low cut to around 100 and something, 100, yeah, just about 104. Just to clean up this area, which is it usually muds up the vocal, so I usually cut it out. If you want to create more space during mixing, make sure you remove the low to about 80 to 100 is okay, and then you clean up by sweeping method. Try to search for unwanted frequencies and see if I raise it up. The reason why I have raised up this area around 10K is because I want it to come out. I want the vocal to be a little bit to have that high end, and also just to bring it out a little bit. So right now I'm going to go to the chorus. I will come back to the rest. Let's see how the chorus is working out together with the main vocal. This one right here, I just have to give it a plugin called RVox, so that we can warm it up a little bit. And then RVox, RVox, just to warm it up a little bit, and then try to reduce it from here. Remember, what I've done is I have EQ'd using my first group, this one for the main vocal and for everything that is my main vocal, the leading vocal. And this vocal right here has been EQ'd in group 1. That's what I did, and then has been compressed in group 1. This is what I've done. My ratio on 3.18, my threshold on 19.1, and then my attack is on fast, and then my release is on 160. My gain is on 6.5 dB. That's basically what I have done. I have not added a third or fourth plugin. I have just used this, and yet the voice has started sounding very good. Now watch this. I feel like I have to give it a little bit of group 1 has to have a little bit of incense. I need like a delay due to the type of song, like this. Listen to that. I like what I have right now. It's beautiful. It's really coming up the way I wanted it to be, to come up. So the work now is on the backing vocals, the ones that I took on the right, left, right, left, right, left. So I need now to balance the auto, the tenor, and everything. So here we go. So when balancing backing vocals, which are many, you have to search for the vocals which are really high. The ones which are really high, you bring them down, and before you know it, the entire chorus is going to be balanced up. So I'm hearing a certain vocal which is popping up, so I just need to reduce those vocals. And let's see. Let me try to locate them. So it's the female tenor. I have to control it. So the female tenor, I'm just gonna work on it. It's right here, and I'm going to drop it down to -5. So -5 has refused. So whenever you see that the vocal still pops out during the balancing of backing vocals, just drop it down to another dB until you start hearing it in the background. So that's how you do it. Then my group 2, I don't need too much. My group 1, I think there is too much delay, just a little. Okay, right there to about 26, -26. Then in my group 2, I think I'm gonna reduce the reverb, increase the reverb, reduce the delay. Remember, the delay is not supposed to be too much. So there is a vocal which is this one right here. Whenever you feel that the vocal is really like too loud, it catches your attention, it means that something is wrong. So you try to work on it by reducing it. So I'm gonna reduce it to around 6. This one right here. So it was high. So right there about -10 is working out for me. Then the female soprano, which is more like a leading vocal also, I'm just gonna add in an vox just to give it that feel, to raise it up and warm it up a little bit. Then reduce it a little bit, reduce the volume to -2, just a little bit. And then here we go. Let me work on the female auto. Let me try to see what I can do. Female auto. So I'm gonna leave my female vocals on +10 dB, and then try to do this. I need a sharp one again. I'm going back to tenor. Tenor has to be increased. Female tenor has to be. Female tenor has to be just raised up just a little bit. Female tenor. So sometimes if you can't hear the backing vocals, you just raise them a little bit, and then to a level where you can hear them loud as possible, and then from there start reducing until you find the place where you feel like here they are sitting well. So around plus 2 dBs. Okay, then I'm gonna go to the male tenor. Let me try to listen to the male tenor. There are 4. So I'm gonna drop them now. So around negative 10 dB somewhere there. It's working out for me. Then what I'm going to do now is go to group 2, which is for inserts for the chorus, and try to EQ. What I'm gonna do is just use the same presets. I'm just gonna say Lord, then I'm going to name this NNBB, whatever I can name it, and then I'm just gonna do this so that I can have the same settings, the same fab filter, which is in group 1 is also in group 2, the same EQing method. So what I'm gonna do is go to my compressor and just try to reduce it a little bit to about here. So right now, due to time, I'm gonna go there. Make sure you come and watch part 2 and part 3. So I'm gonna go to this vocal. So as you can see, guys, here the vocal is a little bit high, but that's not a problem because in group 1 we added a compressor, and actually what the compressor is doing is when this vocal comes in, it tries to reduce it to this size level, to this vocal. Watch this. So it's not a problem. It's really being controlled by the compressor, and sometimes what I try to do, the compressor will still take it back to the same level. What I try to do is just try to cut and just reduce it to this level just a little bit more. Like I can also do automation where I just cut here and bring it like that, but all the same, just like this. This is the best. It's like one of my best gospel songs, South African type gospel songs that I'm enjoying mixing right now, and I just can't wait to finish it up, just to work on all these. But basically, guys, this is the way I'm gonna be working on it. Then in the next tutorial, I'm gonna show you my second plugin, my third and my fourth plugin till the song is done. I'll see you in the next one.